spirits don't die and spirits do not have blood. So if he doesn't come in a physical body, he cannot. Hi, this is a summary of how this world began and why it will end, using the subject of Lucifer, man, and Christ. Lucifer. The word Lucifer means morning star. Lucifer was the highest ranking angel in heaven. He was the closest to the throne of God and was the most beautiful angel. Lucifer was formed with precious stone, the same way God formed Adam with dust. Precious stones like diamond, gold, and the rest were actually prepared the day God created Lucifer. Devil means corrupt conscience. Lucifer became corrupt, ambitious, and proud that he wanted to overthrow God. He executed his plan through a political technology, trading. He went around negotiating with angels, telling them what they stand to gain if they support his agenda. When multitude of angels supported him, he launched a coup against God. He became violent. His plan failed. He was sent out of heaven, and then a day of judgment was assigned because of him. However, pending the final judgment of Satan, God had to replace him. This led to the creation of man, that is, human. God created man from dust, unlike Lucifer that was formed from precious stone. Therefore, by virtue of composition, Lucifer is superior to human. But God positioned human above Lucifer. Man is actually created superior to Satan because we are created in the image of God. We are in the image of God not by our physical appearance, but because the spirit that is inside of man is in the class of God. The spirit that was used to form Satan is called ministering spirit. For the scripture says, "Are they not ministering spirits sent forth to minister to those that shall be heirs of salvation?" Greater is the spirit that is in us than the spirit that is in the devil. The superiority of man above Lucifer made him to be furious. Thus, his next line of action was to make man a subject of the same destruction that awaits him on the day of judgment. He succeeded, but God already knew that this was going to happen. So he already made a plan even before the world began to redeem man back to himself. And this plan of God was a spirit that is to come into the world to die for humanity. This spirit was actually Jesus Christ. But the question is, why did Jesus Christ come into the world as a physical human? The earth is a physical environment. Spirits cannot find expression on the earth except they take up a physical body. This was the exact reason why Satan had to use the body of a serpent in order to communicate with Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden. This is the exact reason why the scripture says, when a demon is cast out of a body, it will become restless until it finds another body to inhabit. Jesus Christ also had to obey this principle of this physical environment by taking up a physical body. Thus, he was conceived by a virgin Mary. Another reason why Jesus Christ actually had to come in a physical body was because he had to die for the sin of the world, and his blood must be splitted. Spirits don't die and spirits do not have blood. So if he doesn't come in a physical body, he cannot fulfill all these requirements to redeem the world. There is therefore only one way to access the redemption plan of God for humanity, and that is faith in Jesus Christ. For the scripture says, "It is better for one man to die for the whole world than for the whole nations to perish. For God so loved the world and gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believe in him should not perish but have everlasting life. Anyone who believes is not condemned. The ungodly shall not stand on the day of judgment." You need Jesus Christ so that you can stand on the day of judgment. Jesus Christ is the redemption plan of God for humanity. Faith in Jesus has little to do with your method of worship, but it has all to do with the redemption of the world and with the salvation of your soul. Thank you for listening. God bless you.